MegaMarch is once again teaming up with HobbyLink Japan to bring you a deal. Use coupon code MEGAMARCH24 at checkout to save 5% on any in-stock items. The code is valid all through March, so be sure to use it while you can. Affiliate link is in the description, and thanks again to HobbyLink Japan for supporting the channel.
Let's jack into Mega March! Yeah, baby!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to MegaMarch. My name is ShadeMan.EXE, and today I'm joined by Maple, you can probably hear in the background, but I'm also joined with...
It's me! MegatroidVania! It is I! I know I'm not as cool as Maple, but...
Hey, the silver medal is still something.
Yeah. Second place counts for something, so, you know, I'm down for that.
But no, Megatroid, thank you so much for being on. We've only worked with each other once in the past, and that was on the Mega Man board game. That was super fun. But now we got you on the actual channel, and we're gonna do something. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely, yeah. That Mega Man board game was lit. We'll definitely have to find another time where we play that game again. But yeah, once again, Thank you so much for having me here.
I'm happy to have you. But enough. I can't think of a pun. So we'll just get to it. Enough somethinging around. Enough of this episode sucking because we're talking
trash.
about
Maple's the only thing that's gonna save this episode.
No, ShadeMan, help us. We're talking about ShadeMan today, and he sucks because he's a vampire.
Boo.
And boo. Sorry, I'll just go home. So, well, I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Classic ShadeMan is like a goofy vampire man, and ShadeMan.EXE is like his handsome like cousin.
Okay, so first off, one thing I didn't realize until you asked me to do ShadeMan is I assumed you asked me that because like as like a Castlevania and like Metroid and Mega Man fan, like those are my favorite series. I was like, oh wait, yeah, like ShadeMan's very vampire-y. And I was like, oh, it makes sense that I cover him because he's very like Castlevania-y. But what I also noticed about his design is I think he's got. Are you familiar with Demon's Crest, the other Capcom franchise?
Yeah.
I think ShadeMan's original design, his classic design, seems very Demon's Crest inspired because he looks a little bit more like a demon than a vampire. He still looks a little bit like a vampire, but he still has like a lot like more demon traits than his. But his EXE form, right, is very vampire-y. It goes full blown cool vampire-y. But but like classic ShadeMan has very like if you see a sprite, his sprite also kind of reminds me of like a Demon Crest kind of villain or character. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's where his inspirations came from. But also just his theme is so cool. ShadeMan's classic theme is like Mega Man 7 music is just super underrated. What do you think?
Mega Man 7 in general is underrated. It's like objectively the best one. I love Mega Man 7 so much. So I'm glad this guy it just exists, you know. And it's funny, you know, you mentioned all the Demon's Crest stuff because, you know, Firebrand, we go back to Ghosts and Goblins, and then we go back to the alternate song that plays in his stage. So maybe you're onto something here.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Granted, I don't know the dates, so I don't know if the dates line up with what I'm saying. So I could just be like, you know, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I like to think of that's probably what the designs were inspired by, is from like Demon's Crest and Ghosts and Goblins. So
yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's canon. So someone update the wiki.
So yeah, let me go update the wiki real quick. Like types furiously on the keyboard.
I was gonna start actually typing. I was like, oh no, I might accidentally stop recording.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wanted to do that a bit, but like I was like, oh man, I might actually hit something and completely kill like the call or something.
ShadeMan, look what you've done.
Yeah, you ruined a ShadeMan. What have you done?
But okay, so they both have like these are more similar than it looks like at first glance. You know, like you first see them, it's like, oh, one's a bit of a goober and one's, you know, the handsome man. But the more you look at them, like the more similarities I'm seeing. Like they're both in purple, they both have the high collars, they both have the weird claw feet. You know, like there's a lot going on here, and I think it's really cool that there's so many of the same design aspects, but just used in different ways.
Oh yeah, no, I like once again for going on to the EXE version, you could definitely see they leaned way harder into the vampire aspect, and but it is really cool to see that they still do keep some similarities, and I think that's what's really cool about comparing the EXE and the classic versions of each character, because you get to see the tiny little similarities that they still keep, like the same like colors or the same style and things like that. But yeah, like also I'm coming from someone that is new to the Battle Network series, because I also played Battle Network for the first time this year. Yeah, so you and me are in the same boat with that. So and I've only beaten Battle Network 1 and 2, so I don't really.
Okay. Hey, we're right in the same spot.
Oh, what the heck? What the heck? So yeah, so I don't know anything about him, but I do know like on a like, you know, having any kind of memories about it, I haven't experienced that, but I have watched the anime, and most of my knowledge comes from the anime, from him in the anime, and he's like I would say like more of a generic Power Rangers villain that sits in a chair and laughs evilly, and he just sends all his minions to fight Mega Man.
Oh no! So he's the goober. Oh
yeah,
no!
He is pretty goober-y. I mean, he is cool, and if like can I talk about like anime spoilers or nah? Battle Network anime spoilers.
Yeah, sure. I mean, keep it light-ish, I guess, in case someone. Spoiler warning for.
Spoiler warning. Yeah.
Parts of the anime.
Yeah. So this is in the second series of the Battle Network anime, and the twist was that using he gave out like dark chips, like ShadeMan gave out dark chips to everybody, and he's like, oh yeah, to like make my army stronger, and then he didn't realize that dark chips just completely corrupt people, and he was like, and that was like a pretty cool twist, because the dark chips was corrupting ShadeMan, and he's like, wait, all this time I've been corrupting people and corrupting myself. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, ShadeMan actually has like some, like, not like complete humanity, but like some kind of like humanity to understand, like, oh, I messed up. I messed up big time.
Interesting.
But that's all I know about. Other than like how he looks, that's all I know about EXE ShadeMan. So.
I mean, you know, what is a chip? A miserable little pile of data. You know.
But enough talk. Have at you.
I just want some chips.
What's your favorite chip?
Man, that's hard. Here, you go first, and I won't copy you.
I love barbecue chips. I really like. That's like my favorite.
I think flavor. I like cheddar and sour cream. That's a good one. It's very. It sounds unique, but it's also like one of the big three, at least around here.
What would ShadeMan's favorite chip be?
Oh,
dark chips, duh. Oh.
Dark chips or Tabasco flavored chips?
Tabasco. He's a spicy fan.
He just wants to feel alive because he's undead.
But
okay, so I like that. I'm trying to figure out how this works in universe, you know, like he holds up his hand, his fingers just grow out to next week, and then wings form from his back onto his fingers, and then like, can he turn that off, or is it just oh
gosh.
no? Do I have to?
Why'd you point that out?
My fingers?
I didn't know. You should have. Oh my gosh, that is his fingers. What the heck? I didn't know. Oh gosh, well that's cursed. I hate that. Well, never mind. Classic design all the way, bro. Never mind.
It does make him look a lot more menacing because it's just completely off-putting, and that's what I like about it. And I guess like the whole like it's a Nosferatu reference with the really long fingers.
Oh,
so
good point.
I guess that's where they're going with it. I think it's cool, and you know, since they're weird data creatures, it doesn't have to make too much sense. But yeah, I can just imagine just
yeah. He turned into like a SCP monster now with those fingers. It's like, oh my gosh.
I do like that his cape sort of doubles, or his wing doubles as a cape here. You know, because it looks like he's just throwing his cape back.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's how good of a design it is. Like, I didn't even notice that was his fingers. Like, it looks like so natural to it that it was his fingers that he was like throwing it back, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, terrifying.
I had to really think about it. Yeah, for real. I had to really think about it when I was looking at it. I was like, okay, are those his fingers, or am I just gonna sound stupid?
Yeah, no, I think that those are his fingers too. Yeah, that's just
so
super.
It's so cool.
It's cool and scary, and I hate it.
I do like the little bits of red, like inside of his collar and on his wing cape, and a little bit on his emblem. Like, it's cool, and it's I guess a bit of a callback to the one boob on ShadeMan Classic.
Oh yeah, he does have one boob.
yeah, that's all he needs. It's his lapel boob.
Yeah, lapel boob. I agree. The red, I think that's also really is what accentuates him being like more vampire-y in the EXE form. He's got like way more red, and especially since it's like on the back, like it's more like behind him, and on like on his collar, that definitely gives off like a Dracula like look to him, way more. And I think that's what really sets him apart from Classic, is that Classic looks more demon-like because he doesn't really have that kind of like cape or kind of like a certain like color behind him. It's just he's got his wings out. So, and he's also got a tail.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna say I want to point out one more thing before we're done. So Classic has a tail, but does EXE have a tail? Like, you can see something behind his legs. Is that like on the back of his? Is that on the back of his like? On the back of his calves? Does he have like little Morrigan wings? Or is it part of the foot? Like, he's got some.
I'm looking at his sprite right now.
Okay.
Is it like? No, I think that's his feet. Yeah, I think that's his feet. So he doesn't have a tail. Yeah, that's his feet. Yeah, he's got Morgan wings on his feet.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta put him somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly that kind of makes it kind of cute, though. He's got like little tiny baby wings on his feet. It makes him a little less menacing.
Yeah, he has the Pokemon design sensibility of it's a cool design, but with one little thing that makes it look goofy, so it's more endearing. And I think that really works for me. I like that design philosophy.
I agree. I completely agree with that. I like you can be cool, but also have some kind of like goofy thing about you, and that gives you like more character just by looking at him.
Yeah, absolutely. And this guy's kind of the embodiment of it. I also just noticed he had this little fangs coming off of his collar, and that's just cool.
Dang! Wait, what? Oh, what? I didn't notice. I didn't notice that either. That is super cool. What? I just thought that was part of his collar.
Yeah, wow. I did too. I had to look at it real close. I'm like, wait a tick.
He's got fangs. He's got fangs everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
can he extend those?
He can just. Oh no!
Yeah, Yeah, oh gosh, dude, this is getting scarier by the second. He can extend, like, any appendages, including his teeth.
This one's getting too spooky. We're gonna have to stop. I'm scared.
We passed October. It's no more spooky.
Happy Halloween, early and also late.
Kind of late, but really early if we want. So, you know.
Yeah.
2024.
We're getting pre-prepared. Yeah, I mean this is gonna be out in March, so you know, it's early Halloween. Just getting ready for it.
Exactly. Yeah. 2024 Halloween. Shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to y'all in the future.
Shout outs to being spooky.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah. The tail though. Going back to the tail, yeah, I think that also enforces I think it's a little bit more demon.
More
than
demon,
vampire
yeah.
In classic.
Yeah, now that you've pointed that out, I kind of can't not see it. Like, it looks like he's a demon dressing as a vampire, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, which is cool. Both things are cool. Demon vampires, sign me up. That sounds sick.
Yeah, it's you know, best of both worlds over here.
Exactly.
But I mean, the one thing that Classic really has going compared to EXE is the Buster, but I'm like, you know, I'm just a sucker for Busters, and I really like. It's got just that little fin sticking off of it, and it's got the Ruby Spears buttons on the top. So you know, I'm sold. This is like one of the all-time great Busters. It's very simple, but it's really cool.
I agree. I agree. And I'm also a huge fan of like the classic and X era is my favorite styles because I like bulky armor looks. Hey, good taste.
Hey.
But the feet, like for example, I love the legs. I like those like big boots, especially like the robot claws on his feet are just so cool. And I really appreciate like
they're
the gem
unique.
there.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's definitely emblematic of Mega Man 7, because that was when, you know, they're like, oh, we're on Super Nintendo, we can have really complicated designs now.
Yeah.
You know, and then they went like really hard for 2 games, and they're like, let's dial it back.
Yeah, it makes me sad. Can you imagine? I want to live in that universe where 9 and 10 were like Mega Man 8 level of like graphics and like animation. Oh man, dude.
That would have been crazy.
I'd take that.
But I think I'm out of things to say on ShadeMan and his friend ShadeMan. Do you have any closing remarks before we go?
ShadeMan doesn't suck, even though he's a vampire.
You heard it here first. This is a strictly no suck zone.
Alright, I'm out of here. I'm sorry. I ruined this episode. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Megatroid, thank you for being part of this.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad we got this to work out, but this won't be the last that you'll be showing up this month, so stick around, everybody. It won't be tomorrow, but there will be another episode tomorrow, so be sure to check it out.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Alright,
everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye!